Okay, so now we're going to add some more detail to the back area here. And if you look at the reference, we have these cracks that go all the way through some of the lobes right here. We got a crack here, goes in here, we got a crack in here. Okay, so those cracks right there. So we're going to try to mimic these little cracks and try to figure that out. So here, let's go into transparency mode. And what I want to do here is draw in something to kind of know where these cracks go. Okay, so here I can take my standard brush, RGB, some black, and I'm just kind of sketching these in like that. I'm also kind of sketching this in. Crack here, crack here. This is just a bunch of noise. And that should do it. Okay. So here's where all the cracks go. And I'm sure it's not supposed to be even that exact, but oh well. Now, here's ergo the problem. We have the top of the skull, which has not as much detail as down below. Okay, and to see that, we can look at the polyframe structure, and you can see that these are little small polygons, and these are bigger polygons. Okay, so this is where you got to decide, do you want to put these cracks in? Because if you do, you're going to have to divide one more time, and it could mean your machine is going to get very, very sketchy. Okay, so we're going to run a test here. I'm on level 7. I got 2.25 million polys, and we're going to go in here and kind of take the standard brush. And I'm going to try to produce an alpha with this, or have an alpha ready for it. So I need something that produces really, really, really fine detail lines. And I'm going to use this little insignificant dot. Okay. Alright, and then I'm just going to go in here and try out a stroke here. Okay, so maybe take lazy mouse off. Okay, take RGB off. And put it on freehand. Sorry. So many little things. And you can kind of see these are just making like these stupid little dots more than anything else. So I'm going to do something here, and I'm going to rely on masking. So I hold Control Command with this feature. So if I turn this over to a different type of mask, and this type a pen mask, okay, you can see I can make some pretty detailed masks. And I can also sharpen these, making it very easy to make even tighter lines. So now I'm going to try to get me a line. Yeah, like that. That looks good. Maybe a little bit less. So I'm just kind of scribbling here to see what I got. That's good too. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to there's that. that. There's that. There we go. I got these nice masks. Okay, now what I can do is inverse these things, and I get these lines. Now it doesn't matter about system speed or anything else. In fact, I can deflate these a little bit and cause these cracks to appear. So I can go to deformation and inflate -5. It'll push in these cracks. The bad thing is down below I see the teeth aren't masked, so let's mask those off. To do that, I use this box, Control Command. Okay, there we go. Now everything is masked off, and I can proceed with the inflate. I'm going to go -8 because I've seen the result of -5. And there we go. We got these nice cracks. And what I can do now is clear those. Or should I save it? Maybe I should save it, right? So, create alpha. There we go. Got these now. The mask for these. Now you can use these in post composition later on too. Keep that in mind. Okay, so this, let's clear this. Let's take and now go color, fill object, fill this with white, and then we can see these cracks. And then I'm going to take the pinch tool with lazy mouse, and we're just going to go right over the top of these, and this is going to take a while, but it'll pinch these cracks until they're a real fine line. You can always try taking and lowering it down one and then try to do it. That way it's a little less, it's a little easier to do that way. And obviously we're going to have to fade this in because it's not really a crack going anywhere. It's going to probably dead end right there. Same with this one. It's probably going to end right there. We're going to rely on shading in that area to mimic the idea that there's a hole there. Okay, and if you can see when I take it to another level, that the crack is smaller. Again, this will take a while, but this is exactly what you need to do. And sometimes maybe take lazy mouse off, and let's just see what that happens. In fact, lazy mouse off actually works a lot better, because then I can really follow this crack. I'm getting like a little trail on either side of the crack. You see that? And not to worry, you can hold shift and kind of get rid of that, or you can even flatten it in that area. This will make a really, really nice normal map. And it almost looks like Really, there's two different lobes and they're attached to each other because of that crack. Alright, so that is very, very fine detail, and that's how you put it on the mesh. Please move on to the next video where we'll add even more trickery.